Welcome to the Success with Jewelry podcast, where we invite you inside our conversations about business success and marketing for jewelry designers and entrepreneurs.
We're Laryssa and Liz, jewelry marketing experts with a combined 16 years of experience in jewelry marketing and proven track records in helping jewelry brands meet their goals. When you listen to or watch this podcast, you get an intimate and exclusive peek behind the curtain of all the things you wish you could know about earning success in this industry.
Welcome to episode number 4. In this episode, we'll be talking about the drive to be an entrepreneur and how a business can and should evolve over time. In this episode, we're going to be chatting about why, when, and how we first started working for ourselves, how we first positioned ourselves and established our brands, and how our brands and businesses have evolved over time. We also offer a gated version of this episode, which has further commentary on this topic, of many valuable tips that you can start implementing in your business today, and a case study that's based on the content of the episode. To get access to that exclusive content, sign up by visiting successwithjewelry.com. Membership is only $20 a month for weekly extended episodes, personal engagement and interaction by us, free webinars and courses, active group discussion, community, and more. And when you sign up, you'll get access to our latest holiday planning workshop. Hey Liz, let's get into it.
Yeah, I'd love to know why, when, and how you first started your business.
Yeah, so I think I've kind of always had a drive to be a business owner, but I fought it for a long time because I was afraid. I wanted job security. I wasn't sure how to fully navigate being a business owner. And so I've been through having those traditional 9-to-5 jobs, along with having side hustles and even having multiple side hustles together. And then there was just a point where I think the universe actually kind of forced me into it, where I had a string of jobs that I was really unhappy with. And then finally a full-time job that throughout my time there, I felt very underutilized. And then even any way that I kind of tried to contribute, it didn't feel appreciated or valued. And ultimately I was let go from that job feeling super confused. And I just had a breakthrough moment leaving that day, driving home. And I was like, this is it. I had already started a side hustle that was beginning to be Joy Joya. And I kind of didn't give myself a plan B. I said, let's now or never, I have to do this. And since then, that's been my life. And yeah, how about you, Liz?
Yeah, so I had a really good opportunity from a really sad event. I'd always kind of been anti 9-to-5. I felt why am I still sitting at this desk? I finished all my work, or I want to take a long break and come back to it later. I just didn't like the structure of that, but I was working with Todd Reed, loved working for him, learned so much about the jewelry industry, and made a lot of great connections too. But Cindy Edelston had passed away, and if you don't know who she is, she was a force in the industry. She really supported emerging designers and believed that there was a space for everyone here, especially if you had a distinctive voice, which I quote as often as possible because it's so true. But Jay in New York was looking for somebody to curate their new designer gallery after she passed away, and they asked me if I'd be interested. And so that was my first contract. That was the first a thing I was doing outside of a full-time job. And from there, I just started growing my business in terms of working one-on-one with clients to do their social media pages. So it kind of just happened organically. I was able to leave my full-time job, even though I did really love it. I was looking for more. I was looking to do more, help more designers, and follow my passion in helping designers grow their businesses.
I love that story. Have you ever had doubts about your path, or have you been pretty confident throughout the journey of having your business?
Yeah, I mean, I still get emails from Indeed, and sometimes I look at full-time positions, um, just because, the structure sometimes is something I do crave. As much as I don't love it, sometimes I do crave it. So I don't doubt what I'm doing because the flexibility is just amazing, and there's so much opportunity to be creative and think outside of the box and work with new people like what we're doing here. Sometimes a great opportunity comes up working for my favorite brand in Asheville, East Fork Pottery, and I think about applying, but I never do because I do love working for myself. How about you?
Um, that's funny about the Indeed. Yeah, I don't actively seek out job postings, but if one comes across my plate, I'll like look at it and kind of think about it. I would say I don't really doubt ever being a business owner. Like this is truly my plan A and I don't have a plan B, but like any person with a job or not, or a business owner or not, I have frustrations. I have really bad days. I have days where I'm just like, all right, we're going to stop for today and we're going to start fresh tomorrow, you know? So, but I think that's natural and I think that happens to everyone.
Yeah, definitely. Especially, I mean, the past 2 years or 3 years at this point, too, um, it's been kind of a wild ride. I think everybody's questioned everything that they're doing. So it's certainly a time when I was like, maybe I should consider other avenues.
What was your brand like at the beginning?
Yeah, so I evolved really organically. I was really lucky in the sense that I met so many amazing contacts while I was doing trade shows, while I was out in the industry. I had the opportunity to go to so many events and meet so many people. So not only did this JA opportunity come up for me when I was kind of ready to transition, but also I'd made great contacts. My first client was Daria DeConing, who I worked with for many years. And we had met kind of while I was still working at Todd Reed. And so I had these relationships kind of already that just naturally kind of moved me into business. So I didn't have an official website or any marketing or anything like that until 2019. And I've been in business for myself for 6 or 7 years at this point. How about for you?
Your journey in branding sounds much better than mine. I think for me, like, business equates like establishing a visual brand. So right out the gate, like I kind of created my brand identity, but I also didn't have a crazy big budget to hire like a branding agency or like, some fancy graphic designer. So I did things in a really grassroots way. I hired people on Fiverr to kind of help me pull some stuff together. And I also didn't fully know the scope of the services that I would be offering or fully my target customer. Like I had an idea, but it was still an evolving project. So that first brand identity, I'm gonna pretend it doesn't exist because it's not pretty. I think that you just have to start with something and like accept that it's gonna change. Because otherwise you could just go into like a procrastination mode because you want things to be perfect. And so I think starting with something imperfect is better than, not. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my business when I first started was so vague. Like I did official proposals and things like that, but it was very much like I learned a lot along the way, which I think we all do as we kind of make mistakes or, we get into positions where we're doing more work than we're getting paid for or whatever it is. So it's definitely something that has to evolve. I think I'm at the point where I'm finally ready to hire somebody to make me a real logo. So that's where I'm at now.
That's very exciting. I'm happy for you for that.
We kind of both did this like in reverse ways.
What are some other ways that your business has evolved over time, Liz?
Yeah, so I got really clear on the services I wanted to offer. I got really clear that what I'm best at is content strategy and managing social media accounts. So I leaned into that more. I used to offer PR and trade show support and sales support and all kinds of different things. But now I just create content and content strategy for brands. So that's one way my business has evolved. Where I'm pushing it further to evolve is thinking more outside of the box and collaborating more. I want to follow my passion for supporting as many jewelry designers as possible. So leaning into the Stay Gold Collective, putting more energy there, and then doing things like this partnership with Laryssa and our Success with Jewelry project. I have a passion for educating and supporting independent jewelry designers. So I want to do more things kind of in that realm. How about you?
Yeah, so those are really interesting insights into your business. I would say for me, the biggest evolution has been in the types of clients I serve. Like when I started, I was pretty much exclusively working with solopreneurs and small business owners. And I still do have clients like that on my roster, but I've challenged myself to work with like different types of organizations within the jewelry industry, some bigger organizations, supporting teams instead of just one person. Because I think, even though I really know my strengths and like you have honed down my services as well, I'm always trying to figure out like, how can I best deliver value, and trying to figure out, is there a business that's like even better suited for what I have to offer them? So it's almost like a weird dating relationship in a way. Like I'm always out there looking for like these like right fits. And when it is a right fit, it just makes working so much more fulfilling and fun and satisfying. So like that's a constant evolution for me too.
I love that. That's so important to make sure that your clients are in alignment with you, and that your services kind of fit their needs and that you're seeing the results. Because when you're not seeing results, it's just like, okay, it's time to part ways and try something new, is something I recommend a lot. But, speaking to what we're doing now, we're kind of coming at it from something we both have in common, which is a passion for teaching and a passion for educating designers. So that's really the core of why we started this business, is because we're both looking to, keep pushing our businesses forward in a direction that really suits what we're passionate about.
Yeah, and I think the main reason we're talking about all this stuff, like we're not trying to be navel gazing or whatever. We're trying to share with you that it's okay to start in one place and then be in a totally different place right now, and to evolve, and to maybe actually even look forward to and embrace evolution. Because what I've learned from being in business, if I have like one takeaway, it's never like a straight line, and it's less about reaching your goal than it is about like all the discovery that you'll make in the process. Because being in my business has taught me so much about myself and like what I really want to do. And that just requires me showing up and giving it my all every day, and kind of just trusting that like it'll make sense, I think.
That's amazing perspective, because some days it does feel like, what am I doing? What should I be working on? Can somebody please tell me? So following kind of your gut and just working as hard as you can at the things that you're best at will keep leading you in the right direction.
I like to believe that. I hope it's true.
I think it's true. I think it's true.
So what did you think about our journeys to building our own brands and businesses? Can you relate to any of the things that we shared today? Again, you can visit successwithjewelry.com to sign up for the extended episode, as well as an actionable tip and a jewelry brand case study that we'll share at the end. Membership is just $20 for an exclusive peek behind the curtain into what it takes to build and grow a successful jewelry business. You'll also get access to our most recent workshop all about holiday planning.